welcome to the video. We're going to talk about how to please your guy. Right? The 2 male needs. Women have 6 needs. Guys, just to recap, women, if you're watching this video, what does every man need to be the perfect guy for you, ladies? 6 female needs. 1, he needs to be a good F-boy. Alright, we can't swear too much because of the YouTube algorithm. He needs to be a good F-boy. Alright, he needs to be a good boyfriend. He needs to be a good friend. He needs to be a mentor. He needs to be an alpha. He needs to be a provider. Alright, we've done videos about that. We're going to detail those 6 female needs. So guys need to be 6 things if you want to grab that girl and keep her and have her doing anything for you, pretty much. Alright, 6 needs, guys. Master those. That's another video. Let's talk about what women. Someone in my coaching group from Durianrider.com said, Harley, her name's Katie. She says, that's great, you give information for guys about women, but what about us women? Equalise it out. Give us some advice for women to please their guy. All right. So, great question there, Katie. Very, very valid question. So it's pretty much 2 things that women have to do to keep a guy around. 2 things. You'd have to be 2 things. Guys are 6. Us men, we're very basic. It's 2 things. It's 2 things. 2 things. I can't believe there's only 2 things that men need to be satisfied in life. The biggest mistake, I'll get to this in a second. The biggest mistake people make in life is let their emotions get the better of themselves. Right? They forget logic and they just get in a rage, or they get offended or rejected. And all right, most people, that's the biggest human flaw, is letting our emotions get the better of us. And I've been there, done that. All right? Everyone's done that. At age 33, I'm getting better and better at having a mature, logical response versus just emotional, okay? So the biggest thing women can do, the 2 biggest things, right? If your guy has any testosterone in his blood, it's going to be sexual, all right? If all you have to do is keep the nuts drained, and then it's like life's just so much easier. Second one is just be feminine. That's all you have to do. Be feminine. You have to do sport. You have to have an eating disorder. You have to do any of this stuff. You have to do surgery and Botox, all this nonsense that the cosmetic industry says you have to do. It's all rubbish. All you have to do is be feminine and drain the nuts. That's so easy. It's so simple. But people are shocked at the answer. That's all. And if your man's not satisfied with that, if you're feminine and draining his nuts, then more than he can handle, he's going to feel like an absolute king. And if you treat your man like a king, and he doesn't treat you like an absolute queen, he isn't the king for you. So many women are like, well, I'm not going to do that because he hasn't done this. Well, he's probably not doing that because you haven't done this, okay? My biggest tip for women out there, because you are the selectors, women are the ones who can destroy a relationship, right? That's not sexist, that's just how it is. Because, you know why that? Because women are the selectors. Women choose, okay? If a man forces himself on a woman, he could get in prison for 20, 30 years or you know what I mean? A man just forced himself on me. And then, you know, if a man rings up the police and say, oh, woman just forced herself on me, the guys will be like, just sorry, wait a sec. Hey, guys, come over here. There's a guy on the phone that says a woman forced himself on. Listen to this. That's, you know, that's insanity. Women are the selectors, okay? Women are the selectors. So if you've chosen a man to be in your space, which you have, that's why he's there, not because he said he's going to be there, because you can come into my space, okay? Women are the selectors. But you also have that responsibility as a selector. Your behavior will determine how things go, okay? It will determine the man's response. If you're acting like a bitch, if you're getting moody, you're getting hangry, you're getting undercarbed, your period's coming in a couple of days' time, you're just like, you want to burn the house down, you know? That's going to be your problem. And then your man's going to feel that. It's going to lower his testosterone, and he's going to be subconsciously unattracted to you, no matter how good looking you are. No matter how good you looking you are, every man in his head's like, I've had enough of this. I can't do it anymore. I love myself too much to be around that. I'm out. See ya. You know, that's just a fact. Or maybe he doesn't leave because you got kids and all that stuff. He just stays in a relationship. There's no love. There's no passion. He just feels guilty because his parents are like, well, you're divorced again, or blah, 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 blah. So he just stays put because his testosterone has just been so depleted. He's just like, And now the woman's got a husband, she's got a man, but he ain't getting hard for her, he ain't lusting for anymore, and then she's not getting feeling love. She's nagging him even more. She's probably slapping him or scratching him or biting him or whatever, and the guy has to take it because he's a man. You know, if you slap and scratch and bite a woman, you're going to go to prison probably. You know, so that's the double standard society has. I'm not saying that just is what it is. So that's the deal, women. Is that if you want to please your man, have a great man, keep a great man, attract a great man, all you have to do, don't do these face injections. No guy wants that. And if he does, he's probably not the guy for you. He's definitely not the guy for you long term. All you have to do is drain and don't complain. Simple as that. But he's not doing it. He's probably not doing that because you don't inspire him to do that. And if you're not complaining and you're draining, and he's still not being everything for you, and you've told him what you like, you've written it down, you haven't just told him in a feminine way. Well, I told him. Well, women often say stuff, and us men are like, what? Oh, I didn't hear, what? Well, I went like this. You should understand what that means. No, women, please, okay, calm down, honey. You have to write it out. You have to write a list down and say, hey, baby, you know, when you got a second, have a look at this. And don't do it when he's like got a zillion things on. Or have it when he's sitting and has some carbs, he's fed, he's rested. Hey, have a look at this. And don't put your hands on your hips and go, look at this, you asshole. You're crap, you're a piece. He's just his testosterone's going to drop. And he's just going to be, the motivation's going to be out the door. A woman can crush a man's testosterone. Literally, the blood serum testosterone will drop through the floor. It'll sever the groin area. You'll feel like, where's my banana gone? You won't have a set of bowls of banana. It will be not there. It's been like it's been anesthetized by that feminine rage and complaining. That works so well, all right? If you want to kill a man's sex drive, nag him, and he'll be repelled at you. And then he goes to work, and the nice secretary is like, "Hey, Mark, how you going? Oh, wow, that's a really nice chick. Oh, he's so funny, you know." And his testosterone goes up. And when the testosterone goes up and the man's in presence of a woman, he's like, "Oof, wow, you know, she makes me feel like a man," you know. And then that's where the drift and the break relationship happens, all right. And this receptionist, you know, she might not be as attractive as the wife back home. Let's just hypothetically say, well, don't judge women. Women judge themselves. It's okay. Let's say we've got a 10 aesthetic at home, and the receptionist is a 3 or a 4, and not based on my opinion, just based on social opinion. That 3 or 4 will still get the man if she raises his testosterone. It's about hormones, people, okay? How you make them feel. Same with women, all right? Every woman will cheat if you make her feel a certain way. They've all got their buttons. Oh, not me, Harley. You don't know about every woman, all right? Everyone's got their needs. Everyone's got their buttons. Simple as that. And those who say no, yeah, whatever. And that's not to say it's bad. That's just human nature, all right? Everyone has a price or a button, or everyone does, all right? Everyone does. It's just human physiology. It's emotional. This is how it is. So, yeah, you know. So that's the worst thing you can do, women, is like people. My man's got no libido, you know. So, and then she nags him. She nags him. You haven't kissed me yet. Then this. That's just low. That's just his testosterone serum. Maybe a 10, like borderline, and then you drop it down to a 4 or a 3 by nagging him. Literally, in that moment. His testosterone in his balls just drain out, and you'll be like, I don't have balls. That's what they're saying. Where's your balls gone? She's nagged him out of you. Literally, your blood serum testosterone goes down. When you bring it up by being nice and feminine, and you know, just being a woman, you know, feminine, his testosterone goes up. And when your testosterone goes up, it is, you know, things are good. Life's good. You feel good. You want to get things done. You want to be romantic and affectionate and sexual and passionate. If you have low T, and someone like, well, I like the breakup sex. You know, that's not really sustainable. Again, there's an element to that, but yeah, that's like a box of matches in a relationship. There's only you got a box of matches. It might be 6, it might be 20, but eventually you got to burn them all out, and then there's nothing left in the relationship. Okay, so that's like a 1%. 99% of the time, feminine. Don't complain and just drain. All right, don't drain his energy. Drain down there. Simple as that. This is the worst. People like this. Men have 2 heads, 2 brains. The really big one down there, and the small one up here. So if you drain the little big one down there versus the big little one up here, your life's going to be a lot better with your man, all right? So think of that. Don't drain this brain. Drain that brain. Simple as that. You're not going to hear this on YouTube or whatever because people are like, oh, it's not politically correct. This is just fact. Women, this advice is going to make your relationship so much easier, all right? It's all you have to do. Don't go to the gym. Don't have to do that. It doesn't matter how good you look, how tight your buns are, or whatever. If you're a nagger, he's going to be like, testosterone's dropping off. Look at all the great women I've had in my life, aesthetically or whatever. They've been good people as well. Some of them, some not. Some are a little bit damaged. But the reason I gave them like, oh, let's just be friends or you can go now, was they were lowering my vibe. You know, wasn't because they didn't look great. Wasn't because they weren't good in bed. You know, some of them are very amazing, but the vibe killing. Yeah, that's like the big one for me because a man can only have sex. You know, how many times can you have? Like 5, 6, 10 times a day, maybe. But in between that, you've got another 8 hours or whatever of vibe time. You know? So if your vibe's getting with complaining, like you're eventually going to go, I don't feel like a man anymore. I can't do this. I can't do this. Same with a woman. If you make a woman not feel like a woman, she's going to crave men who make her feel like a woman. Okay? That's just fact. It's physiology. It's how we're designed. Okay? It's 2020. Some people might take it offensive. That's just the truth. Anyway, that's the deal. Drain. Don't complain. 2 things we have to do. Feminine. What does feminine mean? Summer dress, hair. It doesn't have to mean makeup. It's just basic stuff. And if you treat your man like a king and he doesn't treat you like a queen, he ain't your king. Next. Get rid of that frog. Put the frog back in the pond. Recap it. Let's give it a good recap. Alright. Oh, man. This, I see, it pains me. You know, it pains me to see people have conflict relationship. Women, all you have to do is drain. Deep throat is one of the best skills you can learn as a woman. Right? Like, and just swallow with passion, you know, and gusto. And you will imprint yourself in that man's brain for the rest of his life. Right? If you are like a vacuum mouth, deep throat, just boom, hit it. Every single man will remember you for the rest of their life. That's just how when men are. Oh, that's shallow. That's if you say that, I guarantee you'll never have the best relationship with a man, right, who has a sex drive and libido and is masculine as you could otherwise. So you can disagree with me and say, well, I don't like that. No. I'm a man. I'm 43. I've been with a lot of women. This is what men want, right? Healthy men that you want to have in your life. This is what we want, right? That's all you have to do. Right? Big girls are going to the gym, they're doing Botox, they're like, yeah, with this hair, it's like, none of that matters. This is very simple and primal. All right? You've been lied to so much. Aesthetics is important, but it doesn't replace the drain and no complain. Trust me on that one. Look at Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, super fame, had so many women in his life. And, you know, him and his housewife had a great relationship. People are like, how does an average looking woman like that have Arnold Schwarzenegger's baby? You know what I mean? Because she knew how to drain and not complain. And, you know what I mean? So, that you can change that in one moment just by flipping the switch and being all, letting your emotions come into it. But then you're raising your good work. Deep breath. Have some carbs, have a bit of water, have a lay down, put cold flannel over your face, just relax. Oh, you know, what's your goal here? A quality relationship or let your emotions control your life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how hard, life's so hard. Life is so hard. And being in a relationship is even harder than being single. So if you're in a relationship, it's going to be hard already. Why make it hard on yourself, women? Why make it hard on yourself? Why? Okay? Women are governed by their feelings. They let their feelings control them. That's why they're so easy to scam with this cosmetic stuff. There's a 17-year-old model who's photoshopped to market products she's not even wearing in the shot, to market product to 30, 40-year-old women. And these women know it's a lie, but the marketing plays on guilt, expectation, etc. So women are like, oh, and then their emotions, and then they just like buying this stuff. Why am I even buying and wearing it? Because It looks horrendous, but they're doing it because their emotions tell them to do. Versus go logic, hang on, that's a 16-year-old girl. She's photoshopped. I'm 35 or 29. I should be looking like that. Like, what? This is a scam. See you later, Revlon, Maybelline, Mecca or whatever. Like, this is like... So women, go with logic, right? Just go with logic as much as possible. And your man will just be like, boom, that's what I love about Natasha. Right? Natasha's very logical. She's very feminine and gets a little bit, yeah. But she brings it back and sticks with logic because she understands logic world, life's just a lot better. So drain. Become an art of the drain. All right? Deep throat is just like, oh man, and yeah. What can I say about that? That's just going to imprint on a man's brain. And the next one, because again, you can only go so many times a day, I spent. Prolactin kicks in, and then truth comes out, Once you come your senses as a man. And then the next reality you're into, you've gone the drain reality, felt really good, boom, boom, boom. Now prolactin's come back to say good day, and you're like, oh, okay, what's important? And if you've got this nice lady in front of you, and she's there to be, to help you and be her queen, you'll be like, wow, I want to be her king, She's really easy to be around. I love coming home from work because my wife's going to be there. She's like, how was your day, honey? You know what I mean? Like, most guys don't want to go home, they go to the pub. They want to go to the pub because the wife's like, and they go to the pub and their mate's like, there's a raise in testosterone going to the pub, even though alcohol's crap, but they get the testosterone go up because of their mates and talking a bit of crap, and around the blokes the T goes up, feeling good, maybe a bit of argy-bargy, T goes up, watch a bit of footy, T goes up, sports team win, T's goes up, sports team loses, T goes down. So they get to chase the testosterone wave. And then they come home, they're like, oh, the ball and chain, So women, you can be that choice. And I've done this video for men as well, so it's even-sided. You can be that choice. You can be the drainer of the good way, or the drainer of the way that doesn't get you what you want in life. The drain to get life quality, or drain to get life, And what feels better as a woman as well. Feels pretty good. Women get excited to pleasure their king, in my experience. And then I get excited to want to pleasure my queen, and which is many ways to do that, right? Not just sexually, there's many ways to do that. And so women, that's what you have to do, all right? You will have such a good, great quality of life, such a great quality of life if you can do that. And if you do everything right, there's two things I've just told you, and your man, your king, doesn't respond, and you've been clear, you've written down what you would like, and he's like, no, I'm not suited for me, then the frog can leave, all right? You'll find you create a vacuum for a better quality guy, all right? And just leave it at that. But if you don't give in life, I've got a friend and she's like, I don't tell men what I really want. I don't show them how to. I'm just like, no wonder you have poor quality relationships. Because they can't pleasure or please you because you haven't told them. I don't tell my secrets. It's like, well, that's great. That's like going to a restaurant and having that's like having a live-in chef, and you don't tell them exactly what you want to eat. So you don't teach them how to cook the foods you love. So every time you're eating, you're like, this is average. This is okay. I was like, this is hideous. Or I don't want to tell my chef my trade secrets, so I'm going to eat gruel every time we eat, or subpar food. People are so afraid of being hurt. They're so afraid of giving that they live a life of second-class quality. What I do in a relationship, I love bomb the person. I give everything straight up. And if that's not reciprocated, I'm like, cool, that's no worries. I don't hold a grudge. You're not for me. Next. And there's so many women out there. There's so many men out there. You got to give 1,000%. And if someone takes advantage of that, then that person's not for you. And you don't waste 1 year, 2 years, 10 years with them. Often what people do is they don't give enough, and so they don't really find out who the person really is. My biggest tip, give hard from day one. And the person can't see that value or see that person as you are and reciprocate as well to the best of their ability, they ain't for you. They ain't for you. But so many people are afraid of being alone. They're happy to have a subpar relationship. I ain't, man. I'd rather beat off and whatever, satisfy myself to rather be that drain. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Anyway, that's the video. All right, that is the video. That is the truth. If you know anyone out there who's speaking the truth, not the half truth, not a PC truth, the absolute truth. How to please your man. How to turn your man into a king. Make him feel like a king. All right? So many women out there lower their man's hormones by the nag. They remind, like, when a woman nags me, I instantly think of my mum. And when you guys think of their mum nagging them, they're not in a testosterone-based mood. All right? I feel like a kid. I feel like I'm 10 again. And I have the levels of a 10-year-old boy testosterone-wise. Because mum's like, yeah. Your mum's for nagging. All right? And if you want to be seen as the mum, all right, for that, like, man, like, then, if you want a little boy, then treat him like a little boy. Yeah, this. He's just gonna be like, oh my god, like. And then the receptionist or whoever on the DMs, hey, he's gonna raise his testosterone. He's gonna have a hormonal connection with that lady, right? And it's not about trust or whatever. He might not even go there with her, you know, but he feels it for her. He feels it for her. So he might not go there, but he's just attracted to this woman. He might not even know why. He's like, my wife's really good looking, but this girl's son, you know, she just makes me feel like a man. Because she's treating him like a man. She's been super feminine. Right? And the testosterone gets all flared up. So he might not stray, but what's happening is he's having less passion for you. Less passion for you. So if you want to erode your passion for your man, complain, and don't drain. Or drain this head and not the important head for men. Okay? Just how it is. Men are like dogs, women are like cats. If men can understand that, and women can understand that, we can have better quality relationships. Okay? Simple as that. As simple as that. That's, why are people making things so complicated? I wish I knew this stuff back in the day. And I wish I could share it with people. But these are the things you learn from your decades of experience and coaching thousands of people out there. This is all very simple stuff. So simple. Yet people are so shocked at the end. Oh, I've got to go see a therapist. Your therapist isn't going to talk this real to you. They don't care. They don't want to have a bad reputation or a bad Google review. Oh, no. I'm just going to tell you the absolute truth. And if you can handle it, great. And if you can't, you would have clicked off this video a long time ago. These are tips that are going to create such a good quality of life. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank, how many likes you have on social media, what school your kids go to or whatever. If you don't have quality relationships with people around you, life sucks. Life absolutely sucks. And the quality of your relationships is, like Tony Robbins says, in direct proportion to the quality of your communication. So women communicate femininely and sexually to your man. And master the art of that. And you'll just have men just like, oh my god, like, I just can't stop thinking about her. It's not about the looks. There's billions, literally hundreds of millions of attractive women out there. And you sort of forget about them. You see them once and then the next girl, oh, well, she's really good. But how a woman makes you feel, not just on your vision, you know, how she makes you feel, that is the power right there. That is definitely the power. I would rather be with a 3 or a 4 aesthetically than a 10 who's just like, oh, God, I don't want to come home to her. She's going to be like, yeah. 100%. That's just a fact.